We talked about mobile device security. We talked about wireless security. Now it's important to cover application security. Application security, these are measures taken to protect applications from threats, from damage, from corruptions, from unauthorized access. What's one way to achieve application security is by doing input validation. This is to ensure that the user input is checked for validity and prevent injection attacks. You've probably encountered that before when you try to enter data that is incorrect into a specific website, you get an error message. That's because on the back end, it's checking whether the input, whatever you entered, is right. And then you get an error message. Please enter a valid email, or please enter at least one number, one special character. That's input validation, validating your input. At CyberMook, we show you how with hands-on. So you can join us to learn more how to do this. So input validation is ensuring that the user input is checked for validity, and this is to prevent injection attacks. For example, SQL injection, where people try to attack databases and try to upload or gain unauthorized access to a database, or cross-site scripting, where people try to upload their scripts, their code into a system and take advantage of cookies or more. So input validation is very important because you want to check what every user enters and make sure that it's valid, it's authorized to prevent attacks. Secure cookies, so you want to set some attributes to protect user sessions because a cookie stores user preferences and it tracks user sessions. So attackers can take advantage of that to exploit the user systems and their sessions. So it's important to set secure cookies to protect user sessions. Static analysis. What is static analysis? This is analyzing a code for vulnerabilities. It's very important to analyze a code after you write it to check for vulnerabilities. There are two different analyses. There is static analysis and there is dynamic analysis. Now, what's the difference between both? Static analysis, in a real life example, is like, or for an analogy, is like a cook who is reading a recipe and then he's like, yeah, this is wrong, this is right, this will not work. So he can analyze the recipe just by reading. Dynamic analysis is the cook who tastes the food and he sees that something is wrong. There's too much salt, there's not enough water or something. So that's the difference between both. One, here, static analysis is just reading the code, analyzing the code without running the code. Dynamic analysis, you run the code and make sure it works properly, but you have to run it first. Code signing. Code signing is a method of using digital signatures to verify the authenticity and integrity of a software. So you want to make sure that the code is written exactly by whoever claimed they wrote it. For example, on the left here, you see, do you want to allow this app from an unknown publisher to make changes to your device? Publisher is unknown and it could cause damage to a computer. On the right, do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? Windows 10 upgrader, verified publisher, Microsoft Corporation. So you can trust that more because you know it comes from Microsoft. What is sandboxing? Sandboxing is a way to run applications in an isolated and secure environment to prevent them from affecting the rest of the system. So what happens in sandboxing, you can run in a virtual machine, you can run somewhere safe, and you know that it will not affect the rest of your system. For example, imagine you have your virtual machines where first you have your host operating system, your computer, you install a program called a hypervisor. The hypervisor stores virtual machines, creates and stores other virtual machines, and you have multiple virtual machines. Now, if you want to write code or if you want to install a new program, but you're not sure of its security, instead of installing the new program directly on your computer, you can install the new program here in one of the virtual machines. You run that, you make sure there is no virus, it won't cause any bugs. Then when it's successful, you can install it on your computer, for example. There are multiple different use cases for that. This is used to limit the damage, the potential damage from malicious software, so that it will not, in case there is a damage, it will not damage your computer, but only the virtual machine. So your computer will be safe. And virtual machines are commonly used as sandboxes. It's just like the children, they're playing in the sandbox and they don't dirty the surrounding. Everything stays within the sandbox.
All right, guys, what did you think of this course? You liked it? Great. We're glad you did. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, including YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And don't forget, we also have these awesome Amazon flashcards to help you study. So definitely check out www.cybermook.com to order yours today.